So let's start. Pop those feet together, toes turned out, nice and level. So keeping those feet that hip distance apart. Pop one hand on your tummy, one hand behind, and let's start with just arching that back and then flat. So tilting the pelvis forward and tucking back under. All the way forward and all the way back. So find what you feel is your middle, not really arched, not really flat. Find what you feel is center. Hands on both those hip bones at the front. Imagine you've got two magnets on those hip bones. Think about drawing them in as you engage those tummy muscles and pull them close together. Nice and wide through the shoulders, drop down through the arms. So let's start with just a few shoulder rolls, alternating each side. Let's just stretch out through those upper backs. Good. Good. Let's do one more each side. Good. Let's bring one arm up all the way overhead. Nice big circle to come back. Change sides. Arm up, big circle. Good. Keep alternating. Nice big circles. Good. Really focus on keeping that rib cage nice and flat. Make sure all this work is coming from those shoulder muscles all the way through that shoulder blade. Good. Last one on each side. Good. From here, we're going to go with both. Bring both arms up. Nice big circle. Both all the way up. Good. Again, focus on that rib cage. Keeping it down. Good. Think about pulling those shoulder blades back. Shouldn't feel any clicking or clumping through those shoulders. I'm going to do one more. Good, and we're going to finish back here. So keeping it here as we go into our chest stretch. So we're going to come up into our Y position, come back down. Good, open up through the chest and back. Good. Good, really focus again on that rib cage. Make sure you're not arching through the back. Coming right up into that Y position, pulling those shoulder blades back. Let's go for two more. Last one, hold it at the top. Here, pop the hands behind the head. From here, we're going to squeeze back through the shoulder blades and then let them elbows come forward again. Reach up, nice and wide. Good, come all the way back up, hands behind the head. Push those elbows back as you squeeze those shoulder blades and release. Reach up, nice and wide. Good. Again, rib cage, make sure you're not arching that back or through that mid back. All that movement's coming from that upper body and through the chest. Good. Two more. Good. Last one. Good. Give those arms a little bit of a shake. Good. Interlock the fingers. Have a look down at your hands. So as you interlock the fingers, turn the palms so they're facing down towards the floor. Looking down at those hands, you're going to stretch those arms away, pushing those shoulders all the way up, follow through with that head and neck, all the way up towards the ceiling. Big circle to open up. And repeat it. Interlock the fingers, push those hands away, really push, 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 push. Good, nice and wide. Good work. Good. Really get that to stretch through that upper back and chest. Last one. Good. Okay, so keeping our feet parallel, we're going to go straight down into our squat position as we bring our arms out in front. Remember, think about weight back on your heels. Squeeze as you come back up. Good. Squeeze. Good. Imagine you've got a pen between those bum cheeks. Really focus on trying to keep that pen there to really engage those bum muscles. Good. Good. Careful you don't fall over there. Good. Okay, we're going to go for 2 more. Last one. As always, we're going to hold it here. This time we're going to bring our arms up and then back. Keep it here. Reach it up. Good. Keep your head looking down towards the floor so you're not arching and hurting that neck, or kind of just diagonally rather than chin tucked in. Just keep that neck in neutral. Reaching overhead for 2 more. Good. Last one. Good. Pop the hands on the thighs and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, sit into it further. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Give those legs a little bit of a shake if needed. Okay, let's go into our split stance position. So into that lunge position. Nice wide stance with those feet. Think about weight going through your front heel through your back toe. Tucking that tailbone under and zipping up through those tummy muscles. Bring the arms out as we drop the back knee to the floor and back up. Good, dropping the knee down and up. Good, keep going. Good. Whoop. Good. 2 more. Good, last one. Good. Okay, from here, let's drop it halfway this time. Keep it here. Hold it. Arms overhead. Back to center. Overhead. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, hands on the hips. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Little bit of a shake. And we're going to change sides. So, back into that nice split stance position. Tailbone under, weight through the front heel, back toe, and lunge down. Good, drop the back knee to the floor, release as you come up. Good. Good work. Good. 3 more. Last one. Good. Keeping it here. Let's drop the back knee halfway, arms still in front. Reach overhead, back to the middle. Let's go. 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Hold it here and pulse. Hands on the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Give those thighs a little bit of a stretch out and a little bit of a shake. Okay, we're going to go straight down onto our knees. Oh, from here. Keep it up nice and tall. From here, arms in front if you want to. We're going to sit back onto our heels. Squeeze those bum muscles to come forward. So use the bum muscles to come back. Squeeze to release. Pushing those hips forward. Drop down. Squeeze to come up. Same as we've done when we're doing our squats. So imagine you've got that pencil between your bum cheeks. Good. 3, 2, last one. Good. Keeping it here. This time we're going to work through our quad muscles. So we're going to lean back, keeping the back nice and straight. Just as back as far as you can control, and then come forward. So it's a bit of a nice stretch through the front of the thighs, all the way back. Going as far as you can, and then forward. Good. Make sure you're not hinging at the hips, keeping the hips and that lower back still nice and neutral. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay, let's sit back onto your heels and stretch it out into our shell stretch. Good, well done. Let's come back up onto 4-point kneeling. So, keeping it here. Keep those hands just a fraction forward of the shoulders. Knees directly underneath the hips. Curl those toes under. Focus on keeping that back in neutral and engaging those tummy muscles as we take the body weight through the hands and through those toes and hover those knees. And lower. So we're just hovering and lower. Good. Okay, push it out. Go for 2 more. Good. Hands a fraction forward. Again, just into that level 2 position. Tucking those toes under. Same start position. Hover on those knees. Push your weight forward into that plank. Come back and lower. Keep it here. Nice and controlled. Good. Focus on that breath out as you push up. Inhale and hold. Out to come forward, in to return, and lower. Okay, we're going to go for 2 more. Good. Again, sit back into that shell stretch, just take the pressure off those wrists. Give them a little bit of a wiggle if needed. Good. And then we're back up into 4-point kneeling. We're going to start first with our legs. We're going to bring that leg up. So you're still keeping the knee at a right angle. Pushing up towards the ceiling and then back. Pushing up and back. Good. Use those bum muscles to extend the hip. Keep your back neutral. 3 more. Good. Back in. Change sides. Good. Good. Really focus on that bum squeeze. Making sure your tummies aren't dropping towards the floor or you're arching that back. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. From here, let's go into our opposite arm, opposite leg reaches. Keep them, so we reach away, keep the foot in contact with the floor, and then come back in and change. Reach that arm away, keep the foot in contact with the floor. Good. Keep alternating. Nice and strong through the shoulders. Good, last one. Good. Another progression from here. As we reach away, keeping your hand up, keeping the toe in contact with the floor, we're going to lift the foot and lower together. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Come back in. I'm going to change sides. So you should find that hand that's supporting you working quite hard. Reach away. Lift the leg. Lower both together. Lift and lower. Good. You're only lifting that leg a small amount off the floor just to make those bum muscles work. If you go any higher, it will cause that back to arch. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back in, and one last. Sit onto your heels, just to stretch it out. Good. Okay, let's come down onto our sides. Bring one arm out. So best, as always, with the arm out in front of you, or outstretched, sorry. Check that feet, hips and shoulders are nice and level. And think about drawing away through that little micey hole, or draw away the hip to get your little micey hole. Keep those tummy muscles nice and engaged. And let's just start off with our usual clam. So let's open and close through that top hip. Think about keep that hip bone pointing straight ahead. You're not rotating backwards. Even just pushing your hip further forward. Good. Good work. If you find it easy, raise your hand up in the air. Just take it away, that little bit of support. It's a little bit of a challenge. Let's go for 2 more. 2. Straight on to level 2. Lift both feet off the floor. Remember, knees stay down. Open and close. Good. Should really start to feel those top bum muscles starting to work. Good, 3 more. Last one. Good, relax it down, bring it right across. Give that bum muscle a good tap and a good stretch out if you need. Let's bring both our feet a little bit further forward. So this time so your knees are kind of at 90 degrees with the hips. Check that the knees and the ankles are at 90 degrees. And again, draw away that top hip. Hand in front for a little bit extra support. From here, we're just going to lift that leg and lower. Lifting the leg and lower. Good. Legs just coming up a level with the hip and lower. You should really feel that stretch or that burn through the muscle as you lower it back down, as well as you come up. Nice and slow and controlled. Think about using your inner thigh muscles to pull that leg down rather than just letting it drop. Good. Good work here. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Good. And again. Good, tap and stretch out. Good. From here, we're going to straighten out both legs this time. So, knees nice and straight, toes pulled up towards you. And from here, we're going to lift the top leg, lift the bottom, lower both together. Good. Lift, lift, and lower. Good work. And keeping that nice and controlled. Really working in through those tummy muscles, all the way up into that pelvic floor. Good, last one. Lift, lift, and lower. Good. Bring that top leg right across. Keep your bottom leg straight. And let's lift that bottom leg as we work through those inner thigh muscles. Squeeze and lift, and lower. Good. Hover that leg and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Good. Rest those legs. Good stretch if you need to. From here, we're going to come straight up and let's go down onto the other side. Bringing that arm out in front. Again, draw away through that bottom hip, keeping those heels together. Check that feet, hips and shoulders are all nice and level, and check for your little mousey hole. Good, keeping the heels together. Let's start off with our climb level 1. Thinking about that hip bone, keep it pointing straight ahead. Try not to rotate backwards. To level 2 as like the other side. Lift both feet off the floor and we'll open and close through that top hip. Good. Good work. And again, same as we did the other side. If you find it easy, do lift that arm up, take away a bit of that base of support. That balance right in the middle. Good. 2 more. Good. Relax it down. Bring it right across. Give it a good tap and a good stretch out if you need. Okay. Again, restack feet on top of one another. Bring our legs forward so our knees are right angles of the hips, and same at our feet between our knees and ankles. We're going to hover that top leg and just lower. Good. Hover it level with the hips and lower. Remember what I was saying on the other side, make sure you're using those inner thigh muscles to lower and you're not just flopping the leg down or letting the weight of the leg to carry itself. Good. Good work. So again, you should still be feeling it all through that top bum. Okay, straight into our straighten out both the legs. Toes up towards us, making sure that all nice and long. Let's lift the top leg, lift the bottom and lower together. Remember your little mousey hole, make sure you're not losing it. Good. Lift, lift and lower. Good, draw in through the middle. Good. Well done. Bring that leg right across. Stretch out that top bum muscle if you need to. Keeping that bottom leg straight. And I'm going to lift and lower through the bottom leg. Using those inner thigh muscles. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Hover and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Good work. Bring those legs in, just give it a bit of a rest and a bit of a stretch out. Good. Okay, let's go over onto our backs. Good. So, into our change position, make sure we've still got our feet hip distance apart, tucking that chin under so you've got slight little double chin. And again, with our back, making sure we got that back in neutral. So make sure you're not just tilting your whole pelvis back to flatten that back into the floor. Just tilt it slightly. You should feel that your back's in contact with the floor but not squished into the floor. And again, pop your hands on your rib cage. Think about pushing that rib cage down, sliding it down towards the pelvis to work and switch on those bigger tummy muscles. Let's start with bringing our arms directly overhead to start with. And I'm going to bring one leg up into tabletop position. From here, we're just going to lower it back down to the floor and change sides. Lift it up and lower. Alternating each side, lifting and lower. Good. Really focus on what your back is doing in between each movement. You should feel no change in the amount of weight or pressure on your back touching the floor. Good. Good work. Let's do one more on each side. And last one. Good. Let's bring one leg up into tabletop. Really engage those tummy muscles and bring the second leg up. Now check your middle, make sure your back is still nice and controlled. Rib cage is working hard. And from here we're going to lower one leg, come back up. So we're tapping the floor and alternating into that double tabletop position. So a little bit more of a challenge on that back, but also through those core muscles, getting them working to keep that back under control. Good. Think about breathing out on your effort in as you return. Good. One more each way. Good. Finish in double tabletop. Bring those knees into your chest. Really just to switch off and give those leg muscles a bit of a rest. So we're going to go on to our next variation. So same position with this exercise, this movement. Back into our double tabletop, both legs back or both hands directly over our shoulders. From here, you're going to point and reach away. As we reach away with one arm, come back in. So you're alternating arm and leg. Reach away, back in. Good. Good, nice and controlled each time. Good. Keep working. Again, as a bit of a challenge, if you want to, the further out and the lower the leg to the floor, the harder it is. Reaching away, back in. Let's do a couple. Good. Let's Let's do 2 more. Good. Last one each side. Good. Bring those knees in. Give it a little bit of a rest and a stretch out again. Good. Back into double tabletop position. This time you're going to pop one hand on top of the other and pop it in front of your left leg. You're going to stretch away the right and come back in and change. Hold in the front of the knee, change and in between. Good. Slight other modification. Remember, breathing out, in to return. Out and in. Again, nice and controlled. Keep it going. Three, 2, 1. Bring them in, knees in, and rest it out again. Good. Lower one leg to the floor and the other leg. Good. Let's interlock our hands, pocket our hands behind our head. Keeping the elbows nice and wide. So you should find that when we're working through our tummy muscles, putting our hands behind our head helps to support those neck muscles. So it's really important that you find that you're really working, but also it's harder on those tummy muscles because as you lift up, you've got to lift the weight of your hands and your head as well. Before we start, think about resetting your middle. So flatten down that rib cage. Good, and switch those tummy muscles on. Think about sliding the rib cage down towards your hips as you use those tummy muscles to pull you forward and lower back down. And come back up. So each time we're just touching the floor and back up. Good, remember trying to get that chest nice and high and make sure your elbows aren't coming forward, keep them nice and wide. You should just see your elbows in your peripheral vision. Good. Good work. Push it out for 2. Good. Okay. Same thing, we're going to stay here, but we're going to bring our legs into double tabletop. We're going to go into our crisscross exercise this time. So straight into it. Come up into our sit-up position. Rotate, reaching away with the opposite leg. Come back in. So if you rotate to the left, or rotate to the right, the left leg is reaching away. Come back in. Change sides. Good. Keep going. Make sure you're rotating through that chest. Trying to get that rib cage over to the opposite hip. Good. Last one each side. Good. Hands down. Bring those knees into your chest. And reach out one leg and away with the other. Bring the hands overhead. And really stretch out through that body. Let your arms, let your back stretch out. Let that rib cage come up. Good. Come on up into sit-up. Good. So set up nice and tall. Think about nice equal weight underneath the bum cheeks, nice and wide through the shoulders. Let's start. We're going into our mermaid stretch. So reach away. Good. And change sides. Good. Think about equal weight underneath those bum cheeks. Really get that really good stretch. Good. Alright, keep one leg in, straighten out the other one. Both arms out in front, or out to the side should I say. Let's rotate and reach down. Outside of the opposite leg, really trying to stretch it out. Good, come back up. Keep it here, obviously back to the same side. Sit and reach. Good. Last one to this side. Good. I want you to try and grab hold as much as you can, whether it's your foot, whether it's your ankle. Really just trying to stretch it out and try and get that head towards your knee. Just keep it here. Good. Change sides. Arms out again. Let's rotate and reach to the outside of the opposite leg. Good. Back up and reach. Good. Last one. Hold it here. Again, grab hold with both hands. Make sure that knee, the whole back of the leg is still touching the floor. Reaching down as far as you can, holding that stretch. Good. Come back in. Set up nice and tall.